I'm Johnny Price in Greenville, South Carolina, and this is another of our Talking Head film analyses, where we are not so much concerned with how good a movie might be as we are with the ideas that are presented within the movie. Well, films that feature actor Paul Rudd have begun to catch my attention lately. For one thing, he is a funny guy. And secondly, of the few films of his that I have seen, which admittedly is only 3 out of the 36 films that he's made, of these 3 films, they all have a very appealing combination to them. Natural, not forced humor, a bit of raunch, but also they have at their heart a warm appreciation and concern for the important things of life. In other words, these films are everything that The Hangover and The Hangover 2 are not. This was true of Knocked Up. It was true of the highly underrated Role Models. And it is also true of this simple little film, Our Idiot Brother. Directed by David Peretz, Rudd plays Ned, an amiable young man whose light isn't especially bright. Arrested for selling pot to a uniformed officer, when he gets out of jail 3 months later, he discovers that he's not only lost his girlfriend, he's also lost his place to live and his beloved dog, Willie Nelson. So Ned begins to make the rounds. First, staying with his mother, who is played by Shirley Knight, and then very quickly he begins to knock on the doors of his sisters, who are played by Elizabeth Banks, Zoe Deschanel, and Emily Mortimer. It's a great cast. Ned is the eternal optimist. He is honest to the core, trusting, naive, and, as he says of himself, he is ready to give anyone the benefit of the doubt. He believes that if you expect the best out of people, they will usually rise to the challenge. His 3 sisters, however, though completely different from one another, could not be more different than their brother. Each sister is willing to set aside the truth in one way or another in order to either retain or gain that which they have or that which they won't. Ned, entering their lives with no pretense or guile, nor any intention whatsoever of trying to upgrade the moral standards of his sisters, Ned completely disrupts his sisters' lives by unwittingly exposing truth. And his sisters, having no other choice than to confront and deal with the truth, find themselves in better positions than they were prior. And in doing so, Ned takes on something of, or should I say, some semblance of, a moral center for the film, leaving us with a small moral to the story. With the rarest of exceptions, it is always best to speak, act, confront, respond, pursue, and live according to the truth. I'm Johnny Price, and this has been another of our Talking Head Film Analyses.